Hey, it's George Brown here, and today is the day when I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to get and what the actual system is in Google Sniper. I'm going to answer all of your questions. So, what the system is, how much the average site's going to make you, if there's any ongoing training, and of course how much the actual system is itself. It should be a really cool video, and I'm hoping to answer all of the questions that I have received from you. The launch has been wonderful so far. We've had some great free content over the past 9 days. I hope that you have really enjoyed it. The feedback has been that I've received has been nothing short of incredible. So I'm really excited. All going live tomorrow, October the 15th at 12 PM EST. And yeah, so if you didn't know what I look like, by the way, it's just a picture of me on holiday in the Canaries to start things off on a friendly note. Okay, so let's get into it then. First up, what is Google Sniper? Okay, well, it's a complete blueprint to making money online. Okay, it's a complete blueprint. You won't need anything else, just the Google Sniper system to make money online. Okay, the system itself uses completely free traffic and basically relies on you setting up these tiny little sites that rank extremely well in the search engines. You set them up once and you never need to touch them again. Okay, it also focuses greatly on maximizing the profits from those sites. So we talk a lot about conversions and stuff like that. Basically, it's just a complete money-making system, and best of all, it is true autopilot income. Okay, because you set this up once and that's it. There's no ongoing work, and I really want to stress that. That's why it's so special. So how is the actual course itself broken down? I've had a lot of questions about this, and it's really simple. Basically, you'll get one big manual, which is the main part of the course, and then you get these 8 step-by-step videos which actually go along with it. So basically, how it works is they flow together. So I'll explain something in the manual, and then I'll show you live on screen exactly how to do it. There'll be a little prompt which says, you know, watch video 2 now, and I'm going to show you exactly how I find these keywords or something like that. Okay, and then you go and watch video 2 and then come back to the manual. The response from this method of teaching has been just wonderful from the pre-release I did, and so that is why I've chosen it. Okay, it's apparently one of the easiest to follow courses that people have read, so that's great. So that's how it's broken down. Now, another question I've been hearing a lot of is this beginner friendly, newbie friendly? And the answer is absolutely. Okay, while Google Sniper covers some very advanced topics, you know, you might have seen a couple of things in the pre-launch, even though we only really touched on it, you know, perhaps the LSI, the latent semantic indexing, perhaps the conversions. Don't worry about any of that stuff in Google Sniper. Remember, that was just the free stuff. It is explained in so much more detail, and really anyone can understand them. There are literally over a dozen guys that weren't making any money online that are now making a full-time income from this system. Okay, so while it covers some advanced stuff, it's covered in a way so that everyone can understand them. I really spent a great deal of time writing and rewriting the course so that everyone would have everything they need in it to succeed. So how much will each site make? Okay, that's another big question that I've been getting, and I wanted to talk about that here. So the average for my site is around $300 per month per site. Now bear in mind that each of these sites takes about 2 to 3 hours to set up, and then I never touch it again, and that $300 a month will be coming in for months and even years to come in a lot of cases, completely on autopilot. So you can see that the dollar per hour value here is pretty incredible, really. Okay, so you're looking at an average of $300 per sniper site. Some make a lot more, some make a bit less. I have a sniper site which is making well over $1,000 a month, for example. In fact, I have a handful that are making over that, and some that are making a bit less than $300 a month, but the average is about that. Okay, just a quick note, to get to my level of income, which is around $15,000 a month right now, I have just under 50 websites up. Okay, now if you think that takes 2 to 3 hours to set up, realistically you could achieve that level of income in a month if you really wanted to. I'm quite lazy and haven't done so, but you certainly could. I know of a guy who's become a friend of mine now, Gary Gregory, who was who bought the course originally, who's got over 100 sniper sites. Okay, it really is incredible, and you'll see once you set up your first sites. It's scalable as to how much money that you want to make, basically. I also wanted to point out that when you're creating your very first few sites, it might take you, around 4 to 5 hours, because obviously I really recommend that you get everything 100% correct, so don't rush it. As time goes on, you'll become a lot faster, particularly if you're new to the whole process. So, are there any further costs? And the answer is no, not really. Just domain and hosting, and there are guys that have even used the Google Sniper system without either of them. They've used a free WordPress blog, they've used Blogger blogs, that kind of stuff. Although, for the cost of $7 for a domain name and $5 a month for all the hosting you need, it really is worth it just getting your own domain. Okay, so there's not really any further cost. Now, I do recommend some software, but you do not by any means have to buy it. It just makes the keyword research phase a bit faster, and I thought I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't show you it, because I use it a lot. Okay, but certainly you do not need to use it. When you're starting off with the course, you can definitely do it the completely free way. That is what I did for a very long time. Okay, and it works perfectly well. So are there any further costs? No, absolutely not. Any technical skills? Hell no. Okay, I'm really not technical at all. I couldn't build a site from HTML or anything like that. Okay, before I used to use WordPress, which is what we'll be using, which is completely free, by the way, so you won't even need a website creator like Dreamweaver or anything. I used to use Excite Pro, which is the newbie website creator that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. Okay, so I don't know any code or anything like that, and you certainly don't need to either. We will use WordPress, like I said, and what's more, I'll show you how to do absolutely everything. I'll show you how to install WordPress, how to actually create posts, and some very sniper specific stuff that other people might not have taught you, very specific to the sniper system.